What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C. In this video, y'all, I'm going to be reviewing and recapping If Loving You Is Wrong, Season 1, Episode 4. Sorry, y'all. Been a little busy and stuff like that. And, I just caught up and I like this show. And I also know, shout out the only other YouTuber that I know so far that is reviewing this show I can think of is Ashley Miller, and I think my YouTube cousin also. Of course, I love Ashley Miller as well. Her show, her channel, I meant to say, and some more love. My YouTube cousin, I think she also reviews the show. When she reviews, she does everything. Okay, Jill of all trades. So, I think she's also reviewing the show as well. I think, but if not, subscribe to her anyway. Subscribe to both of those ladies. But I actually like this show. This seems pretty interesting. So anyway, if you're not a subscriber yet, click the description down below. Like and share this video. Shout out to my YouTube fam and also supporters. And let's get into this stuff. Okay. I'm usually random, but we're gonna go by based on the characters and the situation where it's going. This show is way different as far as I'm concerned that I've seen in a long time with Tyler Perry's shows, plays, and so forth. With because I personally haven't seen like a religious figure yet or anything that to do with Bible verses yet in this particular series. They're a little more raunchy in this one, okay? So let's get into it. Now, if y'all been watching the show, I want to get into it because it's really I'm probably not going to talk this long because one scene with the Alex and Randall thing, I swear, seemed like it was 10 to 15 minutes longer than it needed to be. Sorry, Tyler Perry, but I'm just saying, I mean, it was a important conversation, but, But let's get into the Kelly and Travis situation. Based on what I'm gathering so far, since we're still getting to know the characters, it seems like Kelly seems like wherever house she met Travis, Travis comes from long money, I guess. Kelly seems like the girl he kind of liked it or, kind of got involved with. This is just my personal opinion. Because she was kind of opposite than, the family likes and used to. And then one day she probably went there in the bed and she's just like, come on, Travis, make me my girl, your girl and stuff, and I give my body to you. And I'm the one sleeping with you. You supposed to, well, I thought we were serious. Come on, Travis. Please, Travis. Come on, Travis. Because based on especially every episode, even when she calls back and you see the girl that was on the mission with him, I could have sworn, here's Travis' mom, I guess is trying to get her off, their property. Because here's how it is. Travis supposedly is supposed to be asking her, important question. But when she's already got this house and everything, and every time she talks to him, he kind of shh her away, right? And so she's, finds out through Travis' mom, which she's like, oh, this bitch again, that he's there, and she basically like, oh, we have people invited here, and basically you're invited, go, bitch, go. And, sorry, I just let y'all know it's used profanity, and this is gonna be a little bit, and because the son, the son he decided to raise, which I think also, it just seems like he just told his family be nice to her. I told her that that was my girlfriend, and that's not really my girlfriend, but I'm just saying it because I don't want to break her heart. Because we see how Kelly's just like, okay, she if you just do this to her, she just seems like she breaks. Okay, so she decides to go over there, I think, and bring Justice. I could have sworn in the car, and she asks, I think, one of the housekeepers, like, can Travis come to the door? And at first, like I said, Travis' mom basically like, I ain't got time for it. And it shows the girls, the same girl that was on the mission, when the call, answering one time, supposedly. And then Travis comes and says, oh, it's okay. And she's basically like, okay, how long you been here? Because even Travis' mom already said he'd been here already, been here for a minute, blah, blah, blah. And Kelly's it's still not been clicking in. But even the way he's been talking to her is like, okay, yeah, what you want? I got something else to do, blah, blah, blah. And so, he is like this, okay, well, she's like, okay, what's up, blah, blah, and he's basically like, okay, you own my parents' property, you know how to feel about your ass, be gone, blah, blah, blah. And she's just like, Travis, when did you get back here? Blah, blah, what's going on? I feel lost. I really do. I feel lost. And so he's basically to get her off the property in a nice way, fat grabber. It seemed like most of their relationship is she's made it more unfortunately to what it really is, which it seems like it's really a. I don't know. I know I'm jumping the gun, but it seems like it's more so friends and benefits, and he's only saying that, like I said, to not hurt her feelings. It like I said, it could be more later, of course, in the future, and like I say, even the mom had let her know, because she was like, well, how you gonna keep us apart from with his son? Of course, Travis' mom already let her know, like, we already know that's not his son, so let's not play it there. And we already know she still hasn't told her son that Travis is not his biological father. And so, she sits here and, like leaves, and she tells her, text me, the address. She sits there and, hours go by. She's sitting on the couch, about to cry or whatever. And then, which we all, did you notice how the damn blinds was open all across the house and stuff at nighttime? Okay. And it's 4 something. She see a car pass by. And I don't know, the car stops, if that's him or it's just, she just happens to wake up and thinking that's him. And we don't know at all because they go to previews for next week episode. And so, yeah, but we see with that. Let's get the Natalie situation our way. Now we see Natalie and we see her oldest son, I think John, parole officer. And he's basically like, where will he be staying? Here, blah, blah, blah. And I already took it that he might be interested in her and say, yeah, you're pretty, but I don't want to cross the line here because my job, ethnics and everything in the handbook. But, because he asks her, he didn't believe that was his mom, after, that he talks to her and he says, like, I told, people need a second chance and, he messes up, just let me know. But, because she's giving history down to, about her situation after he asks for ID. And the first thing she jumps to is, oh, I know you're looking at me as a stereotype. And he's like, her, but I mean, the way maybe he kind of was looking at her, it made me think, like I said, he kind of was like, oh, okay, John's mom was kind of fine. That's kind of like how he was looking at her, like, only she can read my mind. And she's just like, I know you think I'm a stereotype because I have 4 children, 3 baby daddies, blah, 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 this and that. But, I works for mine. And I didn't appreciate when John did this. Basically she was kind of upset about, how she doesn't understand, like, how he went wrong. And, she told him the works of mine and how she did him. And it's just like, the thing is, she doesn't really want to do the parole thing. But, she does probably need help with the, like I said, she didn't originally want to do it. So, but she's gonna give it a try, and go from there. But like I said, Esmeralda, by that time, comes in, and she sits in a room, and even she points out after the dude leaves, John's PO officer leaves, like she like, I think he kind of liked you. You didn't see that, of course. Natalie's like, no, I don't think so. Okay, but that's why Lewis also looking at her. D say, I don't, you're, you might be his sister. That's a nice way of saying, you don't look old enough to be his mom. That's trying to say, like, you got some youth to you, Natalie. You ain't looking your age, girl. You got the fountain of youth somewhere. Natural oil of Olay, okay? So, but she didn't, she got kind of a guard up. So Esmeralda comes over there, and of course, it's kind of like it's flipped. Instead of people warning everybody about Eddie and, his a-holeness to the fullest and territory, and nobody's touching Esmeralda because we have a child, and even though I'm married and got other kids, got a family, she is never ever going anywhere. Even, I don't know if he's paying alimony and child support or whatever it is, or she end up winning the house. I don't know. But all I know is it's like, nobody but not touch that is Eddie's thing, and he will go to extreme in order to do so, and then he abuses his authority, okay? So, anyways, now she's up here saying, like, she hasn't heard from Julius, her new boyfriend, in a while, in 4 days, and she's heard some rumors, which obviously she's known to have stereotypes, the bad boys she's attracted to, is a part, possibly, the Colombian cartel. So she's kind of concerned about that because Julius already has informed her in the previous episode he's going to be handled with. But when I first heard about, before he got glazed by Elsbeth's Eddie's, crazy territorial behind, I thought he was asking the questions like, oh, he come from this district, he's going to be handled. I thought like maybe say his father is so way up high past the district, has like so much high authority, but legal wise though, like, oh, you got his badge and blah blah blah, Eddie was going to get in trouble that way. But being somewhat, this is an interesting, almost somewhat soap opera, it's not going to go that way, y'all. So, later on, she brings, it's the first time she's somewhere and picks up, I guess, Miko from school, Miko from school. And Julius sees, Miko's, I don't know if she asked who the man was, but I know Julius was like, Elsbeth is a daughter in the house. And Julius all of a sudden has toothpick, got, this, tough guy look on, extra whatever. And he lets her know, like, who my daddy is? Because he letting her know, like, okay, you know what, your husband, oh, your daughter's beautiful. Basically your daughter, gonna be, looking at obituaries soon and stuff like that, and visiting her daddy at the cemetery, was basically talk. And now Esmeralda is reversing, is like the same conversation, but a different person, a different name, y'all. Because now she's up here, no, don't do it. Leave him alone. This and that. I'm begging you. Now she's saying to Julius about Eddie, like, why are you doing this? Blah, blah, blah. Because Natalie already told her at the house when she told him about this thing, that the possibility that Julius wants revenge. Natalie was like this, you need to tell Eddie about what's going on, right? Because he might, make him go night-night permanently, okay? And so now Esmeralda, and that's Julius making him mad because in a way, it's kind of like she's defending him. And he just letting her know that. She's like, no, it's just that if the police, him being police officer once won't go down, they'll be all after you, blah, blah, blah. And blah, blah, blah. She's pleading with him, but like I said, it's reversed. She pleaded that Eddie wouldn't mess with Julius. And now she's pleading with Julius doesn't mess with Eddie. Do something he has no business doing. So she goes over, goes to the house. Eddie's new wife comes out and stuff like that, right? And she's basically like, what do you want? Get off of here, blah, blah, blah. She's like, I need to talk to Eddie. And she's like, whatever, get here, blah, blah, blah. Eddie happens to come out. And Eddie, of course, is not going to take it serious because he's thinking, like, just because of what he did, which he pretended like he killed Julius and all this other stuff, but he still had no business doing what that he did, okay? She's trying to explain to him, like, blah, blah, blah. He's like, you know what? Take your crazy ass somewhere else. Take your ass home. Blah, blah, blah. You're just trying to cover up. You don't need to be over here. That type of thing. So she is reversing out his driveway, and that's how that ends, okay? Alrighty. Last situation that kind of dragged on because we didn't see Marcia Randall's wife in this particular episode. We will see her next episode. So Randall, which we seen, we haven't seen Julius' job yet, neither, if you know what I mean. We haven't seen Travis somewhere in the mission, okay? But Randall always seems to have to be home. I know he has an at-home job where we find out more in detail, supposedly from Brad. He does research and, he comes in, for court cases and stuff like that, right? So, other than that, we always see Randall always in somebody's business. And in this case, this up in somewhere he has no business being. So, Randall, also known as I F'd Your Wife, is sitting here with his purple, I'm trying to pass on some Mr. Rogers term, the beautiful day in the neighborhood, and he's trying to get, talk to Brad first. Like, how are you? You just seem to be disinterested. What's going on? And Brad is like, go somewhere else, because once he had that call that in the last episode, vasectomy thing can be reversed, he's starting to have some guilt trip about doubting Alex, okay? And so, but he didn't tell Randall, Randall that at first. This is like, the later scene. So, Alex is in there, in the back, their backyard, with her Nordstrom, flats. And she's up here, and he comes in the back room. Now, he is basically obsessed. Alex crossed the line the minute she decides who knows how long this affair has been going on and stuff, and he's been banging it out, and having her busted in the backyard somewhere, little thing, okay? even when they showed the beginning, she kind of really was resisting him, and also Marcia, see his wife coming in there, she already even was like he was all trying because she was like. Once her husband was on the way, she already was like, "Ugh, I don't want you near me, and I don't know why." And it was, I need to stop doing this. I'm starting to have something called guilt. She was already on that level anyway. So she's up here picking up stuff. He comes in there and she's like, "What are you doing?" And he's just like, basically like, "You've been ignoring me, this and this and that." And he seems to be more turned on that she's resisting him, or like, I guess in his mind, maybe she's kind of like not really resisting him and stuff like that, because deep down inside, or at least in his mind frame, he's in love with her, or maybe parts of her, what she can do, okay? And Alex is like trying to focus on the family, and now this whole issue about her being pregnant. So she basically ends up telling him, long short run, like, go get away, go with that mess. He goes visit Brad in his office, and basically that's like, bro, why you been resisting talking to me and everything and stuff like that. And that's when Brad is basically talking about the guilt trip about the vasectomy. I know I said this a couple seconds ago. And everything, and he's just like, he realized that, Alex is pregnant and stuff like that, and I don't need to be putting her through all this. She's a good person, blah blah blah, and everything. And he's like, what, I should probably make love a surprise and make love to Alex all night or whatever. But Randall's face, just every time it has something to do with like showing affection to Alex, he's just looking like this. I mean, when more and more Brad talks about, Alex, the guilt about, because that's when Reynolds bringing up, ever since you asked me to look at Alex if she's, getting extra services from the postman, or the UPS man is delivering more than just a package, maybe his package. She, you just notice his face just kept on like this. Now Eddie is wrong for not liking Randall just because, but it's like to a certain extent, he has a right to dislike him. It just seemed like he's like him just in general, but yeah, you have a reason not to like him, bro, but I'm just saying for other reasons. So anyways, even Brad was asking about, how Randall's wife is going to take the fact that Alex is pregnant, and how him and his wife been trying. Marcia's just like so upset, which we did see earlier. So I'm sorry I keep going back and forth to the other episodes, but like I said, I'm kind of late reviewing the show. But anyways, so he's like, well, she can keep trying, pain, but hey, we ain't doing what we're doing. So anyways, the kids are back. Alex and Brad's kids are back home, right? And then he's looking in her window. Okay, look at the blinds is open, everything, and he's basically texting her, like, come and talk to me. I can see you. I can see through your window. You can't hide. Okay, I'm all in here, okay, in your vision, okay? Tunnel vision at you, okay? So she, is basically like, says something about, leaving alone, because they do the pop-up text-up messages, and he's getting to the point where he's starting to call her phone, like, literally. So she has to tell the kids, I'm going to wash some clothes, use some Tide, the little pods, and try them out, and I'll be back. And so, when she called, he's like, oh, now you accept my calls. And then became the 10 to 15 minute conversation that kind of went a little bit longer than we expected. So we got him, like, don't you mean that you love me? I thought you said that you loved me. It's gonna rain tonight. I know how you love the rain. Don't you want to try one more time? You haven't spec my call since I'm done. But this is, I forgot. More important thing. In the text message, he had nerves to say, I seen Brad today. She basically like, what the heck? So she took the call because it did seem like you visiting her husband. She's got some guilt thing. It makes it seem like, he's gonna tell. He's gonna snitch. So he puts, is using some of his psychology skills that he used for his thesis statement, into the conversation, because in a way he's like, oh, either you think, well, you're a whore, basically, or you're only doing this, you'll accept my calls, you're only, I guess, sleeping with me because you think I'll tell your husband I'm in love with you and everything else. And, just like he asked earlier when he, bothered her and, went behind the gate, the gate, and when she was in the backyard, about the vasectomy issue, I think that's probably around the time he asked. And she's like, we never talked about it. We just left it alone 4 days ago and it has been brought up, blah, blah, blah. But it's basically like one of those things like he's begging her and, I thought you said you loved me and this and this and this. And I was just like, no, just leave me alone. One of the conversations like, indirectly she's begging and pleading with him, don't do this. And he's just like this, you can't get away from me. He wasn't saying that directly, but you could see his demeanor. He is cray, okay? Juicy got him crazy, and if y'all remember Old Town 3.7, y'all know what I'm talking about. And he is basically took it to that level, okay? And he's just, don't want to let her go, basically. And right around the time when she's up here indirectly trying to calm the situation down, Brad comes in. He comes in with, some lovely rose, flower set bouquet. And, comes right straight into the laundry room. And she's trying to say, like, yes, Marcia, I'm talking, yeah, blah, blah, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And he's still, and, we still got Rando up here talking like, I thought you said you love me. This and this and that. Don't you hang up? And she's just like, yeah, I'll talk to you another time. Yes, blah, blah, blah. So you don't like the rain. So this and that. Don't you hang up on me. Don't you hang up. Don't you hang up on me. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't take it to that level. So, because Brad's just right there. But it's a good thing that, how sometimes when you don't want nobody, you don't want the person to know. I mean, in some cases, or you trying to keep, And I'm surprised that, consider how close he was, that he didn't hear Randall on the other line. You know what I mean? His wife's voice is not that deep. I'm just saying, sounded like what it was, male. So, she gets the phone and, like I said, Brad feels guilty and all this other stuff. And he tells her about the vasectomy because, after she had, their last child, he felt some type of way. And he just realized he just feels guilty and blah, blah, blah. And that's why he was acting, giving her more of a cold shoulder, because he didn't know this baby was he thought that she was having an affair, which actually she is, but, we'll see in the future. And she actually keeps this baby. It's kind of hard to pull off that that's his child. If there's a possibility that the man is, the father is African American and can possibly use, end up using mixed chick products. So it's going to be hard to pull off that this will be Brad's child. If, y'all get what I'm saying. It'd just be interesting because I'm wondering, like, is she going to go with the whole pregnancy? How's this going to roll out? Maybe it might be Brad's baby. I do want to turn in. And that's all I have to say, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the review, but y'all have a pleasant night, pleasant weekend, pleasant morning, and I'll see y'all in the next one, y'all. Take care, y'all. I think I said everything right, or at least the highlights of it. Anyway, y'all take care.